Hello, I'm Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz, August 23, 2016 at 12:09 a.m. And the topic, judgments. And that's not the whole title. There's a lot of mixed things in here. I was about to do a blog on the weather that's hit Texas and Louisiana, Mississippi, and part of Arkansas so hard that in Alabama, parts of it. And I was looking for a correlation between anything that we've done in Israel and the weather we're having there. And there is something that we've done. But I was going to also come up because I've been into studying chemtrails and the type of weather they bring us. Some people think they're there for one reason. I think they're there for other reasons, and I'll tell you those another time. So the weather is one topic, but this one is important. The Lutheran Church met in New Orleans to condemn Israel. The very day, the very hour that the main speaker of the Lutheran Church took the stage, the heavy rains came in New Orleans. It's called a triennial meeting with, again, the Lutheran Church to condemn Israel for its occupation of the PLO, the Palestinian territories, or may call it territories, but it's called for the United States to stop aid to Israel if Israel continued to build housing in Judea and Samaria, demanding that the United States see the Palestinians as a state and to see Jerusalem as their capital. And I did not know the Lutheran Church. I didn't know that any church was calling for any such stupidity as that. But in any case, as he took the stage, boom, the weather hit. And this is a weekend meeting, not just an hour or two. So maybe after all, that was part judgment. We have to look at America, that there's an outright rejection of God today. There are too many Christians that do and act like non-Christians and will bring judgment. If not, of course, you've heard me and a million other people say a million times, God will have to apologize to Sodom and Gomorrah. And now let's jump to Norway. Norway has problems with the Lutheran Church. They stepped up and they had a sign up, and it was not only for Norway, but it was for, I think Holland too. I have to look. And in any case, the people that signed up for it just broke the doors down. A lot of people. There's 3.8 million so-called religious people in those countries. 5% attend church. 20% of them say that they are Christian. Now, we're going to move on from that location. 200 miles of the Yellowstone River is clogged with dead fish. Well, what a change, but that's true. The ice wall that they're building and have built around the Fukushima plants in Japan to prevent the radiated water from getting into the Pacific, minute amounts, regardless to what all they've done, is still getting into the Pacific. But just in the last couple of days, something really odd has happened. I think what they have inside these closed up 40-foot walls of concrete where these rods are, that's highly, highly radiated, some have disappeared. In fact, a large number have disappeared. One day, I mean, they monitor these things day and night, 24/7. And, it's not like you're watching John Boy or something, but, these people aren't constantly looking at the screen. They do other things that come back, Well, it was a time, about over a 12-hour period, that they discovered this. And when they were doing measurements, measure the amount of radiation inside that tomb and other things, they found out that a number of the rods are gone. And there's only one place for them to go, and that's just keep burning down into the earth. That's something beyond my understanding, even though my brother told me about it, and he used to work on part of these reactors. That was part of his job as a expediter. Anyway, let's go back. And you may have not have heard about, in Washington, the black slime that's covering a number of the national monuments. Have you heard about that? It's something that they cannot clean off. They can't make it go away. It is a black slime. And I'm going to have to tell you, in my opinion, it's not concentrated just in Washington, because if you see the pictures they show, I've seen it before. And I've seen it in my town before. But they call it a black slime, although it feels dry. They said it's alive. And but let me tell you about one of the monuments that it covers, Washington Monument. It's not like the monument has turned black. No, it's not done that. You just see it looks like something that you need to pressure wash off, and it's gone. It's not that either. But the Washington Monument, the size, including what's underground and part of its base and anchor, from the very top of the Washington Monument down to the very bottom, that monument is 666 feet in length or in height, from the very bottom of the base to the tip of the top. 666 feet. Of course, that's not nowhere near Washington. This may be some kind of a judgment. They do say that it's something that can turn into something nasty, some kind of bacteria, something like that. And at this time, the only way they can think of that may kill it is laser, some type of intense laser. And when he said that, he kind of made a frown like, oh, we shouldn't go there. And now, in the Bank of Ireland, in the Bank of Scotland, people who have money in those banks were asked just recently and were told or asked the depositors, please spend some money. They said that we can expect that in America soon we may hear the same thing. Because money not spent is money that's not out in circulation. And it takes money in circulation to keep the economy going. So we may be in alignment with them as far as something that may be said or asked. I'm worried about what Greece did. because it was I don't know which bank. It's a bank nearby there that owns Compass Bank that was in Birmingham, or Central Bank that's now BBVA. Worries me because that's where I bank. But anyway, they told people, please don't sit on your checks. Please spend them. And Hillary flew to Nantucket, 20 miles away, got in a private jet, went to Nantucket. Must have made a lot of money because she owns a jet now. I mean, isn't that unreal? 6 months ago, she was dead broke. Today, she's worth over $200 million. And truth be said, she's worth $1 billion. There's a lot there that you don't know. But Hillary took a Nantucket flight 20 miles to hold a fundraiser. Fundraisers at the Rothschild estate. The plates, $100,000 per plate. You don't think they're going to have tuna fish sandwiches, do you? And with that said, 20 miles, that must mean that global warming is over. Wouldn't you think? All right, I've got no time, so I'll stop it here. Pope Francis, boy, he's popped a cork. And I'll tell you about that, JUDEA with Expoz.